Okay, so we're looking at this question and it says, Cam, Beth, and Emreet are paid at an hourly rate for their time worked. The graph below shows the amount paid and the time worked for these three students. Okay, so if we look at the graph, we're told that the three students are paid at an hourly rate, okay? But the graph below shows the amount paid and the time worked, okay? So we're relating the amount of time and hours with their pay. So what information can you tell me about, let's start with Beth. What do we know about Beth just by looking at the graph? Okay, where is this point located? Where is Beth located on the graph? What is the coordinate of that point? Let's write that to begin with. Okay, so this point, just reading it as a coordinate, is located at 240. And you're, like you said, this is labeled T and P. That means that 2 represents the time she worked in hours, and 40 represents her pay. So if Beth works for 2 hours, she gets $40. Okay, that's the information that we know about Beth. What are we told about Emreet? Where is this point located on the graph?
440.
Located at 440. Good. 4 and 40. So what does that mean in this question? What do the 4 and the 40 mean?
That he worked 4 hours and got paid $40.
Good. If he works 4 hours, he gets paid $40. Okay, and finally we have Cam. Okay, and where is that located?
680.
680. Okay, so let's write that down. 680. And again, if Cam works 6 hours, he's going to get paid $80. Now our question is asking us to determine which student is paid the highest hourly rate. Just from the information I wrote down on the side here, does that tell me their hourly rate?
No.
No. Can we figure out their hourly rate if we know how much they make in a certain number of hours? Can we find out their rate for 1 hour, their hourly rate? Yeah, okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I just rewrote the information here. We're trying to find out their unit rate, how much they make for 1 hour. So let's start with Beth, okay? We can say that she makes $20 for every 2 hours, correct? I want to know how much does she make for every 1 hour. So, oh, sorry, $40. Oops. Oh, it was supposed to say 40. I copied that wrong. So for $40, she makes $40 in 2 hours. So let's change this. Okay. So I'm going to write this as a proportion. Okay. I'm relating her pay and hours. So she makes $40 for every 2 hours. But I want to know, what does she make in 1 hour, right? So we need to figure out what is the cost. So let's call this X. Okay, I want to know how much does she make in 1 hour. Well, what's one way we could solve this? We've been doing this a lot. We're looking at proportional relationship. What's one way we could do this?
Use scale factor.
We could use scale factor. Okay, so we want to figure out how we get from here to here, right? Because we have 2 values that we know. How do you get from 2 to 1?
Divide by 2.
Right, because we know proportional relationships are related by multiplying or dividing. So this would be division. If I divide 2 divided by 2, I get 1. What do I need to do in the numerator?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. Good. So X is equal to, what's 40 divided by 2?
20.
20. That means that Beth makes $20 per hour. Okay, we've just found Beth's rate. Can we do the same thing for Emreet and Cam? Okay, so I want you to do it. Okay, so we're looking at Emreet. Again, we're looking at cost and hours. In 4 hours, he makes $40. We want to know how much does he make in 1 hour. Okay, so once again, we're finding the unknown. We're finding the amount he makes. Now let's solve this one differently. Let's do cross multiplication. Okay, so what's 4 times x?
Just 4x.
4x, good. And what's 40 times 1?
40.
Good. Now I need to solve for x. I need to isolate it. So what do I need to do?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. And what do I need to do to the right side of the equation? Good. This reduces to 1. X is equal to 10. So Emreet makes $10 per hour. Okay, so the last one is Cam. Again, pay and hours. He makes $80 in 6 hours. We want to know how much he makes in $1 in 1 hour. And I'll let you solve this one any way you want. We're finding the amount he makes in 1 hour. So let's do scale factor again. Good. 6 divided by 6 is 1, which means I have to take 80 and divide it by 6. 80 divided by 6 actually gives us a repeating decimal. We get 13.33, so 3 repeating. Let's round it off to $13.33. So he makes $13.33 per hour. So let's go back and compare the 3 rates of pay. Okay, so we found that Beth makes $20 per hour, Emery makes $10 per hour, and Cam makes around $13.33 per hour. Which student is paid the highest?
Beth.
Beth is paid the highest. As you can see, she makes $20 per hour. So it's actually kind of deceiving when you look at it at the on the graph, right? Because if you don't actually read the information, you might just say, oh, Cam's the highest, so he makes the most. But that's not actually the case in this question. Okay, because he actually worked longer hours, it ended up being less than what Beth made. Good.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.